Yo, what's up? Evan here. Now, I just got finished watching the Ohio State Northwestern game, and probably the worst game I've ever seen Ohio State play. They almost got outgained by Northwestern, 283 to 279. And I honestly believe if the weather conditions are like this against Michigan, Ohio State's going to lose. Obviously, you guys saw the title. I'm going to break down this game and everything that would go into that game and why I think Ohio State's probably going to lose. First off, it's going to be the weather conditions. Just because if this game, if there's snow, if there's wind, rain, anything like that, if there's anything weather related going into this game, Ohio State will lose, and they will lose by multiple scores. It's become very apparent this year and last year. If there are weather issues, Ohio State cannot play well. They do not play well. They don't run the ball well. And that goes into my second reason, the run game and the offensive line. Ohio State's offensive line does not do well with running the ball. They do not block well for the run. And then we have Mayan Williams and Travion Henderson, and they're talented backs, but they are not good enough to beat Michigan's front, especially when our offensive line isn't playing well. So if it's strictly weather conditions, and Michigan, obviously, all they can really do is run the ball. And they probably have one of the best offensive lines in the country, if not the best offensive line in the country. They're going to win because they're going to dominate Ohio State's fronts. They're going to be able to run the ball, which Northwestern was able to run the ball on Ohio State. So are other teams. They're able to run the ball. So Michigan is going to be able to run the ball. The only way Ohio State will beat Michigan is if there's good weather conditions and CJ can throw the ball down the field. If they can throw the ball down the field and score at will, then Ohio State's probably going to win. But if it comes down to just running and the weather conditions aren't that good, they're going to lose, and they're going to lose bad, at home or not. And I know Ohio State fans don't want to hear that, but it's just the truth. Northwestern came into this game, they stopped the run, they dominated the front, just like Penn State did, just like other teams did. Iowa. Ohio State has struggled so much in the first half of all of these games. They look anemic when it comes to any offense at all. And then in this game, it was the whole game. Yeah, the weather was bad. 50-mile-per-hour gusts, winds, rain, all of that type of stuff. Yeah, that plays a factor. But there were still some easy misses by CJ, and everything was just, they weren't on sync. They were having issues that Northwestern wasn't having. So it's not an excuse. Ryan Day has to get better. Him being a play caller is not going well for Ohio State. So he has to improve. I know he's probably being a little vanilla with a lot of his play calling because when Michigan comes around, he wants to open up the playbook and go crazy. But you have to have some semblance of rhythm and offense so everyone's feeling confident for that Michigan game, just so you guys have something to work for. We still got 2 games left to play until that game, and they have to play well, especially against Maryland, because Maryland can score at will as well. And all Ohio State proved in this game is that they cannot defend the run as well as we thought, and their pass defense also isn't that good. And this is going to bring me to my final step. Everyone's talking about Ohio State's defense improving so much this year. It's because the defense is 1 year older than they were. Jim Knowles did not just transform the defense at Ohio State. He made it better, yes, and some of his schemes are better, yes, but these people, they still cannot stop the run. They still cannot stop the pass very well. It's just a little bit improved of last year. It's the same defense that Oregon carved up. It's the same defense that Michigan carved up, and they are about to do it again. So to win this game, Ohio State has to throw the ball. They have to score at will, and they just have to beat Michigan purely with offense, which it's going to be hard because they're going to run the ball a lot. So Ohio State's probably not going to have too many possessions. So when they have the ball, they have to score basically every single time. If they do that, they'll probably win this game 42 to 35. I'm not going to lie. I do not think that they are going to be able to stop Michigan at all. They are going to have to outscore them. And that's just sad to say. CJ Stroud had to run for 80 yards in this game. He had to run for 80 yards for them to win. Just think about that. And he only threw for 76 yards. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to get out of here. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.